Okay, so for this program, we're going to be using the gyro sensor, and the gyro sensor is the one that has the two arrows that are kind of curved towards each other. So basically, here's the directions of what I'm aiming for. At the start button, I've used the sensor buttons, or sensor blocks. So here's the gyro block. So I've put it up here, and I made sure that my sensor was plugged into port 2 because that's what came up. In my options, I set the reset. The reset is really important because then it will reset everything to 0, and I am also using my motor sensors to do the same thing, so they're set to 0 as well. What I'm doing is that I'm turning on my motor, so I'm using the Move Tank. The Move Tank takes the two large motors if they're plugged into B and C, and I've set it on for rotations. And what I'm doing is I'm going to put it at 50% speed, and I'm going to move the wheels 5 rotations. Basically, I measured the circumference of my wheel and then measured the distance I want to go, and that's how far I wanted to go. Then, after that, I'm doing another Move Tank, but this time I'm just turning the motors on, and you'll see I'm moving the one motor 25% and the other motor negative 25%. So this is going to cause my robot to turn. And as it's turning, I'm going to now use the wait command. And with the wait command, I'm going to wait for the gyro sensor to be greater than 90. So when that happens, I want to take my tank and I want to turn it off, and I should be good to go. So I need to download and run that program, and I'll show you a video of what happens. Basically, the robot moves forward for 5 rotations, then it turns, and when it gets to greater than 90, it will then stop.